Hello and welcome to the MC News at 10, coming to you live from 0 AD. That's right folks, BC is behind us, we're officially in AD, and it's all because of some crazy events that have been happening in Bethlehem. We've worked diligently here at MC News to put together the facts of the situation, so first I'll go to our political correspondent who's on the scene in Jerusalem.
Thank you, Stanley. I'm here in Jerusalem where this whole situation began. Augustus, Emperor of Rome, announced that he got bored since Netflix hasn't been invented yet, so he called for a census to count every person under his rule. Apparently he is also pretty insecure. This has led to families being called back to the birthplaces of their fathers, and this is where the strange events began. We've been following the story of Joseph and Mary, a newlywed pair of Gen A's that have been called to Bethlehem. It was a long journey for them, and Mary apparently hogged the donkey for the entire trip.
Thanks for that, Frank. Seems pretty selfish to me. Now, according to the donkey hugger over there, she was told by an angel that she would have a child. We happened to have a cameraman on scene when this event occurred. This footage is exclusive to MC News.
Do not be afraid. Ow! Ow! Hey! Do not be afraid, Mary. I bring you good news of great joy. You're going to have God's child. It's going to be lit. Little baby Jesus.
Now, as you can imagine, her fiancé Joseph wasn't thrilled by the pregnancy announcement since they'd only held hands up to this point, but we also have confirmation that Joseph was also visited by an angel. Since the Dream Reader 2000 is on the blink this week, we've had to put together a dramatic artist recreation of what this looked like.
What the? Whoa, who are you? And why am I in a Westlife album cover?
Don't worry, bro, it's fine. Mary didn't cheat on you. It's a blessing from God. Although you're gonna have to handle the nappies and 3 AM crying sessions, you should feel free to marry her.
Now, can I leave here? I'm not really one for Westlife. Yes! Get in! Woo! Woo! Finally!
Okay. Anyway, Mary and Joseph headed to Bethlehem where Joseph grew up, and you know how things get around the holidays, everywhere being chock full and people double parking, so they couldn't find a room to rent anywhere. Now, certain reports have stated that they were rejected from the local Premier Inn because it was too full, but in a statement Premier Inn commented, "This is fake news, we can confirm that we didn't exist before the invention of bad mattresses in 1871, and they probably found a place to settle down in a house somewhere." But we're happy to confirm that despite all of this, the baby was born successfully. Do we have a clip? Are we sure that was the right... doesn't matter. Further reports state that apparently not satisfied with home invasion or inceptioning into people's dreams, angels also visited some shepherds on a local hillside to give them some news or something. We now go to our agricultural correspondent to find out more.
Thank you, Stanley. I'm here on a hill outside Nazareth where we have had multiple UFO reports. But unlike last week, it's not someone who'd had a bit too much wine and claimed it used to be water. We have acquired exclusive CCTV footage of the event.
Dave, I thought we practiced this. Oh, never mind, whatever. We're here to bring you good news of great joy.
Oh, for goodness. This little baby has been born.
You guys should really go and worship him.
Yeah, you guys should probably go do that out. Excuse me, going out, bye.
Sort of expected winged creatures to have a better hold on this whole flying thing, but never mind. Now, these weren't the only visitors that were on their way to visit this child. Our foreign correspondent is on the scene. Jesse?
Thanks, Stanley. I'm here in what's probably Persia, where 3 guys who have called themselves the Wise Men, which, in fairness, is a pretty good band name, have just left to follow what they're convinced is a moving star that will show them where a new king has been born. I assume they've never heard of helicopters, but despite the original plan having them arrive when the child was born, they had to keep going back because Balthazar kept thinking he'd left the stove on. Their new arrival time on Google Maps is between 12 days and 2 years, depending on traffic. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, our cameramen caught up with Mary and Joseph where they were staying, and we were able to capture this beautiful scene. After the absolute chaos of this whole story, what a lovely way to end it, with a beautiful, silent night.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.